Hi everyone. In this video, we are going to see about difference between reverse osmosis and ultrafiltration. So everyone think that both reverse osmosis and ultrafiltration procedure follows the same kind of a procedure. Okay, but in reality, it doesn't follow the same kind of a procedure because reverse osmosis is nothing but the movement of ions from higher concentration to lower concentration. But in case of ultrafiltration, there will be an electrical anions or electrical cations or anions will take place. Okay, so that is what we are going to see here. Okay, so from the figure we could easily understand that is an ultrafiltration and reverse osmosis. So ultrafiltration only able to remove macromolecular organics, particles, slit and bacteria. Apart from that, ultrafiltration could not remove anything. But in reverse osmosis, it could remove all kinds of material except for the water. Okay, so in reverse osmosis, the output product will be always water, but in case of ultrafiltration, salts, dissolved organics could not be filtered. Okay, I hope you understand the difference between salts and dissolved organics because salts and dissolved organics are immiscible in water, but in sometimes you can see bacteria, particles, those things we can easily see in the water. So that is what if it is immiscible in water, we cannot separate it out. Okay, if it is dissolved in the water, we cannot separate it out using ultrafiltration. But in case of an reverse osmosis, we can separate it out. Okay, so that is what the reverse osmosis system uses a semi-permeable membrane that separates 95 to 98% of inorganic dissolved material from the water molecule. That is, the reverse osmosis can separate out the dissolved material also. But when it comes under ultrafiltration, it can only stop the solid debris and microscopic contaminants, but it cannot filter out the dissolved materials. Okay, and also we needed to use the superfine level of 0.025 micron level membrane filter. Okay, so that's why we named it as ultrafiltration, but still it was not very much appreciated compared to the reverse osmosis. Okay, so what RO removes, what UF removes, that is reverse osmosis and ultrafiltration removes. That is what we have already seen in the previous image, that ultrafiltration could remove only bacteria, macromolecular organics, particles and slit. But when it comes under reverse osmosis, it can separate salts, dissolved organics, any dissolved material, okay, any dissolved material and microscopic contaminants. Okay, particles, slits, bacteria, those things it can easily separate it out. Only the water will be removed. Only water will be the output of the reverse osmosis. But in case of ultrafiltration, salts and dissolved organics also comes with the water as an output. Okay, and just we are going to see the examples. What kind of contaminants and micromolecules that can be separated by reverse osmosis and ultrafiltration. So you can easily see bacteria can be separated out both by reverse osmosis and ultrafiltration. Okay, copper, cyst, lead, pharmaceutical protozoa and viruses, it can be separated both reverse osmosis and ultrafiltration. But when it comes under arsenic, calcium, fluoride, magnesium, nitrates, salts, sulfates, TDS, that is everything which has been dissolved in the water. So those things which cannot be easily separated by the ultrafiltration, it can be only applied in the reverse osmosis. Okay, so you can easily understand. So anything which can be separated when it is dissolved, it can be separated only by using reverse osmosis. If it is dissolved, you cannot separate it out, ultrafiltration, that's it. Okay, so the major differences are reverse osmosis requires a low storage time because of a slow filter speed. Okay, compared to ultrafiltration, reverse osmosis takes a longer time and requires a long storage tank. Okay, but in case of ultrafiltration, it is very much fast because 1 gallon of water per minute, that is 1 gallon is 4.5 liters. Okay, so 4.5 liters per minute. Okay, so the next difference is converts 4 out of 5 gallons into waste water. Okay, in reverse osmosis, some amount of water cannot be used for any kind of purposes because it will be treated out as a wastewater, because wastewater is nothing but high concentration liquid will be leaved out of the system. Okay, so in ultrafiltration it won't produce any kind of a waste, and reverse osmosis it's a minimum of 50 psi pressure. Okay, so I hope a psi everyone know that is pressure per inch square inch. So 50 pressure per square inch needed to be required for the proper function, but in case of ultrafiltration it doesn't require any kind of a pressure. It can work very fine with the normal pressure too. Okay, so then the installation, that is economically we can think about RO installation and UF installation. Okay, so both RO installation and cost economical we are going to see equally. Okay, so RO installation is a more complex compared to the ultrafiltration. There is reverse osmosis more complex compared to the ultrafiltration. But when you are going to think of a long term, ultrafiltration needs a proper maintenance, and in order to change out the membrane frequently, for each 1 month or 3 months it needed to be changed out frequently, and then it is going to cost you a lot more compared to the reverse osmosis, because reverse osmosis, even though reverse osmosis is a complex procedure to install, it also requires a large amount of initial amount needed to pay out first. Okay, but when it turns out for longer term, reverse osmosis is much more better, because even if the membrane even if the membrane got filled out, it can be washed again and it can be used again. It can be washed and used again. Okay, so reverse compared when we are going to think of for the longer term, RO installation is the better one, but ultrafiltration isn't good for the long term. But why we are going to use the ultrafiltration, that is a major thing we needed to know, because ultrafiltration is majorly used in industries, because in ultrafiltration both anion, cations or any kind of ion particles, electronic particles would be easily removed in ultrafiltration cases. And reverse osmosis cases, those things will be there. Okay, because ultrafiltration is pure water. Reverse osmosis is a water, but not a pure water. Okay, ultrafiltration is a pure water without any kind of an anions, because it can be used as a feed water in industries, then power producing industries. Though in those kind of industries, it can be used as a feed water. Okay, so I hope everyone could understand this, the difference between reverse osmosis and ultrafiltration. Okay. Thank you for watching the video fully. Thank you.